So, good morning, everyone. My name is Yasmin, and today we'll guide this conversation about hypothetical questions. So, before we start our conversation, it's important to remember that Talk and Talk is a community where we come to communicate in English, Spanish, French, and also Italian. And we are not here to judge you, but to help you. This is not a class, this is a conversation, so we will not correct you, but you will learn a lot. So let's start our conversation introducing ourselves. So, Israel, can you start introducing yourself?
Sure. My name is Rael. I live in Fortaleza. I'm married. I have 3 cats in my apartment. On the weekend, I love to be on the beach with my wife. And I'm a network engineer. I work in telecommunication company here. And I'm here in TalkTalk since last month. And I'm here to improve a little more my English and Spanish as well. So that's it.
Very good. Thank you so much, Israel. And what about you, Ricardo?
Well, Ricardo live at São Vicente. Well, I always tell the same thing, but let me check if you try to tell about new things. Well, I have 2 cats, like Israel, Quindim and Pudim, and he loves rom-coms, and I love video games too. I don't know. That's it.
Very good. Thank you so much, Ricardo. And what about you, Daiane?
Well, my name is Daiane. I'm 23 years old. I live in São Paulo capital. I study psychology. I also work as an analyst in the human resources area in a multinational company. I have a dog called Pandora. I love spending time with her. In my free time, I like to travel. I like to visit new places here in São Paulo. I think that's it.
Very good. Thank you so much for sharing, Daiane. And you, Jefferson?
Good morning, guys. I'm Jefferson. I live in Goiânia, Goiás. I'm economist, professor of Catholic University of Goiás. And I spent 4 days in Caldas Novas. It's a very good place to rest, hot water. And I played too much cards. What else? I walk, I drank beer and wine, and I ate a good fish.
Yeah.
Very good. So you enjoy it a lot, right?
Yeah, really. I think Bruna knows Caldas Novas, and Bruna's from Brasília.
So, Bruna, can you introduce yourself for us?
Hello, everybody. I'm Bruna. I live in Brasília, so close the Jefferson City and Caldas Novas too. I love Caldas Novas. I recommend it for all. It's a nice place to know. So I married. I have 2 sons. Let me see more. I work in a public service. That's it for today.
Very good. Thank you so much, Bruna. So, as you know, my name is me. I'm 21. I work as a teacher. I live in São Paulo too, the capital. So, I have 2 cats, and that's it. So, the first question is, what laws would you create and abolish? So, let's start with you, Jefferson.
Who created for me is a digital privacy. I hate all of these guys. about my individual's right, my privacy, online privacy. And sometimes they promote my personal data. I hate all of this. I hate when somebody call for me to try to send me something. I think this is not for so good. And I think you provide transparency about data usage and establish stricter penalties for their breaches. I really don't like this kind of thing. And to abolish, I think as economists, I think now we are in these directions about man and woman, about non-competitive agreement on about wages work. I think no matter it's a man or woman must to earn the same salary. That's it.
Yeah, you said about this, and I was thinking about maybe a law that I would abolish. It is like the time that we need to work to retire. So I think like we work a lot to get retired, you know. And when people get retired, they are so sick that they can't enjoy so their retirement. And you, Daiane.
I confess that this is a very difficult question because I don't know so many laws, you know. But I don't know. I'm trying to think about. I think that it's easier to answer about the laws that I would create. The first one that comes to my mind, because it's Monday, it's the law that allows you to work just 4 days in the week. I would be very happy if this was possible. I have a friend that works in a company that this is possible, you know, so she's very happy. And I would like this to be true for all the companies. But the one to abolish, it's harder for me. Jefferson mentioned the one about the data privacy, right? I love this law because I don't know, I'm feel more secure, you know, about my data with this law, but I really can't think about like a law that I would abolish because I don't know so many. So I will skip this one.
Yeah, I think it's easier to create too. So I totally agree with what you said about like to work just 4 days and to ask like three. I don't think that just 2 days it's possible to
Mhm.
relax, you know. So and you, Bruna.
Well, I think I allow that I create a law that require the person, everyone, to take a nap after lunch because I love a little nap. For me, it's very important. A little bit time, for example, 10 minutes for me, it's necessary and enough. I return all energy for the afternoon. So for me, it's very good. And I think it's so good law. I don't know what the law I abolishing. I don't know. Maybe about the impost, the tax. I think it's so good. I abolish any law about the tax.
Yeah, you said about like take a nap like after lunch and you said about like 10, 20 minutes. I think it's enough too, but sometimes I try to do this and I can't just for 10 minutes. Like I need to take a nap for 1 hour.
The same for my husband. It's okay. For him, it's only 2 hours. No, it's a big time for me. 2 hours the afternoon. I need to do anything in the afternoon. So 10 minutes, 12, it's better for me.
Yeah, like 2 hours. Like he is sleeping in and not taking a nap. Yeah. So, and you, Ricardo?
Well, there is a hope because some countries like Spain, there is a siesta. So they started to work later, if you compare with us Brazilians, but they finish your work later too. Well, about abolish, I don't know. I could abolish some laws when that's about tax. It's because it's so weird situation, and there are some kind of taxes that they charge you on the source, some and others in the destiny, and others in the source and the destiny. Depends on the state is different, so it's so little, so big mess. It's hard to found some sense, and create laws maybe about the against violence, because well, I don't know an expert, but well, certainly in my opinion, in Brazil is the most problem is the violence, and the number of the people was murdered, and well, Brazilians used to see what everyday news about the situation, and so I believe that Brazilians are a little, I don't know, sleeped about this situation, because well, in another country, if someone was, for example, in New York, if you had some murder in the Central Park, certainly in New York, he was, how do you say, sitiado, and they block everything, and so because it's not so common. But in Brazil, unfortunately, when someone was killed, that's just one more, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think maybe to make more restricted laws, yeah, about this. So that if the person did something wrong, they really need to pay for this, because we know that many like murders are like on the street. People knows, but the police like is doing nothing too. So, and going to number 3. If you could, what strange thing would you make acceptable in society? Like maybe something that when you see someone doing, it's really strange, but you think you would like accept this. So Daiane, what about you?
Let me think. Strange thing. This is hard to answer. I have no idea. I will skip this one. I will try to
Okay,
remember
I will
something.
let you think a little bit and then you share, okay? So, Bruna, what about you? Do you have something in mind?
Oh my gosh, I read the questions. I don't know if I want to participate in these immersions because the question is very hard to you need to think. Oh my God, it's hard for me. But nowadays, the strange things, for example, is maybe, uh, for example, from today, everyone has to speak in English in Brazil. Maybe I think it's very strange, because all the time you. No, no, 1 minute. Number 3.
Yeah, it is the number
Number 3.
number
No,
3. Yeah.
sorry. Let me see. Accept. I don't know. Because I think for my values, for example, a lot of things is make accept in the society nowadays. So I don't know. I turn on for the Jefferson.
Yeah, I think
Jefferson.
I think it's
Go ahead.
easier like to think about the things that we want, except
Yes, but it's difficult because I think I let life take me. I leave the coral, the coat. Let life take me. So I don't have problem. All things that make accept. I don't have problem in the society. Do you understand me? So
yeah.
it's not strange. I don't have a strange thing that I do that it's impossible. I don't know, maybe go out with my pantufa. I love I
Yeah,
love
like
to go
to
out. I love use my pantufa in my home. So when I needed to go out, oh my gosh, I want to go with my pantufa. So it's impossible. I think it's very strange, but it's not.
yeah. Maybe to go out like with pajamas, yeah.
Yes, here in Brazil, it's not common. In the United States, it's very common. No, it's about the cultural. Your mic off. Your mic off.
Yasmin, we
Yasmin.
can listen your voice. Yasmin, are you there? Are you there?
Now can you hear?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
now.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Very good. So, and what about you, Ricardo?
I don't know. That's it's hard because I never thought about this situation, or I don't remember right now. There are some situations about smoking, but nowadays the law changes. But maybe it's, well, there are a lot of laws, but the most part of them is not supervising it. So, for example, how do you say, the high sound on the streets or in the houses? So, and I don't know what happened. It's a kind of prejudice, I confess, but I don't know what happened. When does someone play so high some music? I don't know what happened, but it's just the kind of music, the style that I hate. I don't know what happened, but it's so common. So in this case, I could create some law or just emphasize this law about this kind of music. I don't know.
Yeah, and like sometimes like the songs are not so good. Like yeah, the lyrics to listen to.
Yeah.
So and you, Jefferson.
I will follow my friend from Brasilia, Bruna. Wearing pajamas in public is something amazing. I imagine the situation. It's more comfortable, more relaxed, more casual atmosphere.
Yeah.
Can you imagine you grabbing a coffee? I imagine now the situation. I was in a hotel in Caldas Novas and grabbing a coffee with a lot of friends wearing pajamas. It's better because you can grab a coffee and then you're back and change your clothes. It's very easy. You can go to a supermarket like it's very common in Canada. It's very common, like Bruno said, it's very common. Go to a supermarket and buy a lot of things.
Yeah.
And with you, wear your pajamas. I think it's a personal comfort, and that's something amazing. Amazing.
Someone told about the United States too. It's happened a lot. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to think about like strange things. I don't think that this is too strange, but like talking alone in public and no one would think, oh, you are crazy. No, something like to become normal, you know, to talk alone because I'm always talking alone and people are watching me and thinking, oh my God, this girl is
I
crazy.
have a mate that talk all the time alone, all the time. Talk with yourself all the time. It's very common.
Yeah, and it's really good, like to talk to
Yeah.
yourself. So, and you, Diary, could you think about something or not yet?
Yeah, I agree with the part of the pajamas. I would like to go out with my pajamas, but also I would like to leave my blankets, you know, when I go to the university or to work. You know, I think that would be great if we could take out the blankets and just use like in the bus, in the school, you know, etc. Because sometimes it's very cold here in São Paulo, at least. So I would like to just leave, you know, and be comfortable in the places. But it's weird to use that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It would be like amazing. So now we have the number 4. If everyone were incapable of lying, how would the world be different? So, Ricardo.
Wow. How would the world be different? There is a wonderful movie. It's not so, it's a little boring, the movie, but is the perspective is so funny and nice. Is The First Liar is a wonderful move about the topic and situation. Well, in this place, anyone tell lies, but the mothers from this guy was dying, and the guy tell a lot of wonderful situations. One, his mother passed away, né? So they create some, everyone have mentions in another side or something like that. And so in this case, he notes that it's possible to lie. So in this case, he went to the bank and they tell, I don't know what happened, but I had $1,800 in my account, but I don't know what happened. It's not anymore. I forgot. I'm sorry, but I have some problem. I could give the money. So in this film have some situation that's possible if it's not possible to lie. But I believe that essentially the world became a better place. I don't know, but it's caused a lot of conflicts because there are lights is common nowadays because sometimes it's hard. There are other countries like Europe I believe that the people are more directly, but in Brazil, it's caused a lot of problems. I'm sorry, guys, but I have to go. I decided a wonderful week, and come soon later if it's possible.
Yeah, thank you so much, and thanks for sharing, Ricardo.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jefferson, Bruno, Diane, Yasmin. Wonderful day. Wonderful week for you. Have
For
a
you too.
wonderful Valentine's Day too. Bye-bye.
So, and you, Jefferson, what do you think about it?
I can't imagine. Maybe the people would express their thoughts, feelings, and opinion in a different way. Maybe big liar, like I love you about the day today. I love you and not love. You're lying. What else about money? That Ricardo said. It's very interesting. About the justice and legal system, I think is the same. You can say about a lot of lie. For example, you're driving a car. Did you drink beer? No, no, I never. But you can see that you drank beer. Maybe this kind of thing. So you have so many different. What else? And just to finish about social, about gossip, a lot of gossip about somebody or the other. But unfortunately, we have a lot of rumors, a lot of gossip today. That's our reality. We have a lot of guys lying all the time for us, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like if no one was capable to lie, we would have more people on the jail because like if everyone say the truth, yeah. So and you, Daiane.
I think that would be very better, the road, because I currently feel that people are lying or hiding things, or I don't know, in order to just keep some relations or to be like better seen from other people. So it makes me sad, this kind of thing. So I think that if people weren't capable of lying, people would be very would have better relationships. We would have more transparent relations, so if you don't like someone, we would be able to say it or just avoid that person. Or if you don't like something that someone did, we could say, without hiding. So I think that would be better in a lot of senses. So that's
Yeah,
it.
people would be more sincere, yeah. And like we didn't need to hide our feelings, things like this. So it would be amazing. And you, Bruna?
I don't know, but I think it's the word is to be chaos because it's terrible. Sometimes I think it's necessary to lie, and special for when the other people don't understand your reason. For example, I don't like for a specific place. I don't like to go there, for example, and no, it's impossible. I have appointment because no, it's so good if I would I think that's it. I would say for the real that I don't like these guys or I don't like these places. So it's more interesting. I think it's honest for the other person, but it's I think it's get chaos. The people I think it's not prepared to listen the the real things, the real it's complicated, but I think I like too much when the other people is true with me. When I question something, I ask something, I or invite someone. I want to know the truth, if the person like or know the place, the guys. And like Jefferson said, I think it never it's not exist the gossip, so it's so good. But I think it's a cause in the I think it's Ricardo said about the Europeans, and the the Americans too. I think they are more sincere all the time. If you invite him, then for go to home, for example, and they don't want it go, they answer no, I don't want. But it's okay. It's not I don't know, offensive for the other person. I don't want. Okay, I don't want. It's not like a Brazilian. No, I will try. No, I think about this. No, it's direct point. I think it's so good. But sometimes it's for us Brazilians is it's hard. It's tipo grosseiro. So it's about the culture, no?
Yeah, but I think like if you always say the truth, I think you don't make the other person spend their time, and you don't spend your time too. I think it's better, yeah. So I think I will skip to the number 8. So if you could live in anyone's head for 60 minutes, who would you choose and why? Like it could be like someone in your family or a famous person. So Diane, can you think about someone?
Yes, if I could live the whole life of that person, I would choose someone famous, but it's just the head, so I would choose someone close to me. In this case, probably my boyfriend, because I don't know, I would like to understand him better, so I would choose him. But again, if I could live the whole life for 1 hour, I would choose someone rich to like feel the things, to live the experiences that those people have, you know. But in this case, my boyfriend, because it's just the head.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think the head, I don't know if I can choose someone, you know. I don't know if I want to know what the person is thinking. So I think I would choose someone famous, but I'm thinking about the person and you, Bruna.
I agree with you guys, because if possible, I want to know what the famous person think. But close to me, I chose my older son. Sometimes uh, he is very quiet. I sometimes I think he is worried about I don't know what, and I want to understand more about this. I think it's very important for me. Nowadays, I'm working with him, and in this, I I schedule for therapy, therapist, therapist for him, because I think it's very important for me to understand him. So, but if it's possible to shows for a famous, it's very interesting, no?
Yeah, I think like maybe like to be in someone that are closer to you, like in their head, it would be, I don't know, it would be good to understand some things, but I think we would like know things that we don't want, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe do you
So
have as a problem?
yeah, and you, Jefferson.
I think I would be Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. To dance a lot. I love the way Michael Jackson dances. Something amazing. About some lyrics from Michael Jackson, like Heal the World. It's a beautiful music. I love this music. It's a very good music. Some kinds of music I don't like from Michael Jackson, but Heal the World, it's a very amazing. And what else to sing? I would like to sing like Michael Jackson, the way he used to sing. and the way he treated the poor guys from the United States, helping a lot of guys. Something very interesting about your family, something like this.
Very good. Yeah, I was trying to think about like someone famous too, as you, Jefferson. I was thinking about Viola Davis. I think I would like to be in her head because like she is an activist. She is like an actress, writer. She is like many things, and I would like to be more smarter, like knowing the things that she's always thinking. So like talking about famous people or people that we know, if you could ask anyone in history 5 questions, who would you choose and what questions would you ask them? And it don't need to be like 5 questions, can be just one, okay? I think five is too much. So Jefferson, can you think about someone and the question?
Yeah, for me, Yuval Harari, I think is the best of the world now. And I would ask him about artificial intelligence. How can you imagine the world using artificial intelligence, special being, a special chat GPT, something like this? How will be the world? Do you think the world will be smart or no? Are you going to a better society or no with artificial intelligence?
Yeah, I think it's a good question, like to know about our future, yeah, because our future, it's like depending on artificial intelligence nowadays. And you, Bruna, can you think about someone in a question?
I think in Hitler, I think to know why he did, why did he do this, what he did. So it's terrible. And the question all the time when I listen about the German, for example, I think why he did this. That's it.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. I would ask Hitler like the reason why he did what he did. So I think there is no reason, but just to try to
To
understand,
understand, yes, that's
uh,
right. And
to
for
to avoid,
example,
yeah.
yeah, if they had regret about what he did he do, it's terrible.
Yeah, I heard like many stories talking that he did this because he fell in love for a girl with like the same religion, and this girl like broke his heart, and this is why he did this, but I don't think so. And you, Daiane?
I would choose Clarice Lispector. I really love her, and I don't know. I sometimes no. One time I heard my teacher saying that she committed suicide. So I don't think it's true, but I would like to ask her if she would like to do that, or if she did that in fact. It wouldn't change anything. I still like her books, but it's interesting for me to think about it because my teacher said that it's a famous psychiatrist, so he knows a lot of people. So I'm like, can be true, but I don't think she would do that. So I always, when I'm reading her books, I always think about it. I don't know, because he looks like she loved her life, but at the same time, I'm like, would she capable of committing suicide? I don't know. So I would just ask that, and probably I would keep talking with her, but this would be the first question.
Yeah, I think like it's something that everyone wants to know, yeah, about like some famous people that people say that they committed suicide and maybe it's not true. I think it would be nice to know if it's true or not. And talking about this, I think we can go to the 11. Like, if you could choose anyone in the world to become friends with, who would you choose? So, Diane, would you choose like Clarice or would you choose someone else?
Probably I would choose Clarice for the same reason. I really like her. I like the way that she sees the world, how she writes, how she expressed the feeling that she has about daily things, simple things sometimes. So probably I would choose her to have a long friendship.
Yeah, very good. And you, Bruna?
I don't know why, but I have a big admiration. I think that's it for the Barack Obama. So I think interesting person, smart, and I think it's amazing. I think it's probably it's amazing to speak with him. I think he has great ideas. So I like so much this.
Yeah, and I think like he has many things like to share, yeah. So many ideas that he didn't share yet. So, and you, Jefferson.
I think Chico Buarque de Holanda. Chico Buarque de Holanda. I love the lyrics, the music. I can imagine spend one night with him drinking beer, wine, and talking about the musics. I have a lot of doubts about a lot of music, like construction, Meu Caros Amigos, and go on. And I have a lot here. I have a lot of doubts. I have read a lot of books about shipwreck, but I have a lot of doubts about lyrics. And I asked him to play soccer with me. I don't know if he is playing soccer yet, but I love to play soccer, baby. Something like this, amazing. Can you imagine talk a lot about music and him sing for me and drink wine and play soccer? Something amazing.
Yeah, like there are some songs that we don't understand like why the singers like wrote these. So I think it would be really nice, yeah, to understand. Yeah, like maybe the challenge that they were facing when they were like writing the song, things like this. And you made me think about like Michael Jackson. I think if he was alive, I would like to be like his friend. So to understand more about like his history too, because many things that people say it's not true. So I would like to know. And so I will go back to number 10. And in the beginning, we were talking about like laws. So if you could make one thing that is legal and make it illegal, how would that change the laws? So, Bruna, do you have something in mind? We can't hear you.
No, I don't have nothing in my mind now. Mm, I don't know. I don't know. I need help. I need ideas.
Okay, so I will start sharing, okay?
Okay,
I think
thank you.
something. It's about like hugs and kisses like on the public transportation. I hate these because sometimes like the bus is crowded and people want to kiss each other and to hug and it's not possible. So I think I would make this like illegal. So like hugs and kisses in public transportation.
But you don't like to hug and kiss in public?
In public transportation, no, I think it's not something good to do, you know. So could you think about something, Bruna?
Oh, you said about hug, kisses in public. I think it's so hard. I don't have a problem with homosexual, homosexual.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened. I think it's very strange for me when they kisses and hug all the time in public place. Not necessary in public transportation, but I think I don't know if necessary to affirmar your position, for example. But I think it's very. I hate it when I see a man with a woman. For me, it's the same. Man with a man, a woman with a woman, a man and a couple. So I think it's not necessary all the time you kiss and hug and sometimes uh, almost explicit sexual actions in the public place. So I hate this. Maybe it's possible to turn the legal in illegal because it's don't have a problem. You hurt and kiss someone in public space, place, but I think it's constrangedor if it's happen all the time and there are big, grande, that's it.
Yeah, I'm talking like about like everyone. And so, but like just in public transportations, I don't care like if it's like on the street or at the supermarket, but in the public transportation, because here in São Paulo it's always crowded, and there is no space to do these things, you know. So just because of these,
Yeah, here in
and
Brasilia, I think it's not common all the time. You saw this, you see this. It's the public transportation is crowd too, but it's
In
not
shopping
common all the
mall,
time.
shopping
Shopping
center.
mall, it's common,
Uh,
yeah.
uh,
But public transportation, it's not common all the time. The person's hug and kisses. No, it's not common here. It's not common, for example, I think in Rio de Janeiro, it's common uh, the people smoking in the bus. So here it's not common. It's I think it's proibido. It's I forgot.
prohibited.
forbidden.
Prohibited. Thank you.
Forbidden. Yeah. Yeah.
Forbidden to smoke in the bus, but it's very common in Rio de Janeiro, no? So I think here in Brazil, in Brasilia, I think it's so good. The education, it's good in is public transportation.
And you, Jefferson, what do you think?
I think nothing.
Don't you have like something that it's legal and you would make it illegal?
Yeah. I think about everything high. I don't like the people speaking out loud. I hate this kind of thing. When you go to a restaurant and some guy is laughing very high out loud, or speaking out loud, and music out loud, like funky and this kind of music about my neighbors too. It sounds so high. I really don't like this. I think you must to respect. It's legal, it's okay. It's illegal, but I think it's not. It's not correct. You can speak the way you feel comfortable. If you like to speak out loud. Sometimes I have a lot of problems with some students with the same. I have 3 or 4 students, they speak so high. Oh my gosh, when he opened the mouth, I need to stop the class and listen I stop, and they used to speak a lot. It's okay. Did you finish? Okay, now let's continue with our class, because this is impossible to give class with this kind of sound.
Yeah, I think like if you want to talk like out loud in your house is something, but like in public places you are bothering others. Yeah.
Now,
So,
it's the same with the cell phone. I hate, for example, I was in Caldas Novas, and a guy all the time talk with somebody, and everybody listen and discuss with your, say, I don't know, but discussing a lot. And I changed my chair.
yeah, it's difficult. And you, Daiane.
There's one thing about smoking. I hate smoking. I hate the smell. I hate to be close to people that is smoking. So I hate when people that is smoking is close to me and they are always like expiring the air, like close to you, and then the air comes to you and then you have to breathe that, but you didn't choose that, so I hate this feeling. So for me, I would make illegal to smoking close to other people. You would need to have like a distance, like 2 meters from other people. I think that I would like create a law like this, to become illegal to smoke close to other people, because I hate it and it's not good for the health, so I didn't choose that, so I don't want to breathe there.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think like it would be like illegal to smoke. Like it's something that it's affecting like everyone's health. So yeah, I don't know how people keep smoking if it, like they can see in the when they buy like cigarettes what they could become like about their health. So I really don't know. I can't understand. And so, guys, that's it for today. Do you want to add something? Do you want to ask something or say something about this immersion?
No, just to pay attention, never lie, never raise a doubt about everything that you used to say or you talk.
Yeah, very good. A good
Great,
point.
Jefferson.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So I want to
Thank you,
thank you
Yasmin.
all. So thank you so much, Bruna. Thank you, Daiane. Thank you, Jefferson.
Thank you.
And
Have a nice week for everyone.
have a nice week. I'm sharing with you the link of the feedback. So it's really important that you tell us how was your experience, and if you want to suggest a topic, you can put there too. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a great week.
Thank you.
Okay, and have a good
Bye.
day with
See you
your
soon.
boyfriend and husband today. Today's